As the years go by, the Earth's population also increases at rates that none of us can even imagine. It seems like consumption increases, but the resources we get from the Earth decreases even more. This leaves us with problems on depletion, especially with available land. Most of the time, the only choice left is to clear our forests just to build new cities and subdivisions. However, this also opens up new problems, such as the destruction of the environment. Our circumstances now make us believe that science and development could never be in favor of nature and the environment. But what if we told you that both of these things can coexist? The wonders of nature can thrive even with the existence of high-rise buildings. This can be made possible through Saudi Arabia's planned megacity called The Line. If you want to experience urban living but still within the bounds of nature, then you're in for a treat as Mega Builds presents to you The Line. In this future city, the well-being of humans is put at the highest priority. This is a pioneer in the redefined urban development, challenging our old beliefs about what future cities should look like. Haven't heard of it yet? Well, The Line is a planned smart linear city in Neom Tabak, Saudi Arabia, 200 meters broad, 170 kilometers long, and 500 meters above sea level make up this mega city. Its design is intended to do away with the needs for automobiles, roads, and carbon emissions. In contrast to traditional cities, the health and welfare of the population will take precedence over infrastructure and transportation. The 170-kilometer-long metropolis is a component of the Saudi Vision 2030 project, which Saudi Arabia estimates will increase GDP by $48 billion and provide 460,000 new jobs. The Line, a $500 billion project, is slated to be the first NEOM development. One of the problems of our world right now are the negative effects of fossil fuels on our environment. Scientists even argue that if we cannot do something about it or stop the use of fossil fuels altogether, the Earth will face irreversible damage. With The Line, a high amount of it will be stopped as it's fully dependent on renewable energy alone. They currently estimate that there will be 9 million people living in this project alone. This will result in a smaller infrastructure footprint and hitherto unheard of efficiencies in city operations. Residents will be able to take advantage of the nearby natural beauty thanks to the optimum environment all year round. In addition to high-speed rail, which takes 20 minutes to go from point A to point B, residents will have access to all facilities within a 5-minute walk of their homes. The project has drawn criticism for its effects on the local ecology and inhabitants, as well as for being technologically and economically unviable. However, excavation work had begun along the whole length of the project as of October 2022. We're sure that you'll love this project too. In order to help you get a better idea on what it is and whether or not you'll like it, here are some of the highlights of The Line. Unparalleled access to nature. You are assured immediate and unhindered access to nature within a 2-minute walk thanks to its innovative design. Its varied open areas, which are suspended on several levels, enable this. In addition, everyone has equal access to the unobstructed views of the sky, mountains, and surrounding natural landscape. A smaller infrastructure footprint enables all of this without having to be concerned about urban sprawl. Clean air for everyone. By getting rid of carbon-intensive infrastructure like vehicles and highways, the city will be carbon neutral. The entirety of its operations, including those of its industries, will be powered by renewable energy. The inclusion of open spaces and natural elements throughout will play a significant part in improving the air quality. More time to spend with everyone. Residents will encounter friends and family more frequently thanks to nearby amenities. Thanks to chance encounters because everything will be within 5 minutes of walking distance. On top of that, a quick public transportation network will allow for trips from beginning to end to take only 20 minutes. To ensure safe and accurate service, artificial intelligence will power automated services. Now, you won't have to worry about running late every time. Perfect climate all year round. The environment has been thoughtfully planned to provide for an ideal combination of sunlight, shade, and natural ventilation in order to ensure the formation of microclimatic spaces. Additionally, the city's many green spaces will make it more comfortable for individuals who live, work, and visit here. World-class quality of life, where the smartest people reside, a place of unmatched social and economic experimentation, free from traffic jams and pollution, along with top-notch preventative healthcare, will help people live longer. A location for business prototypes, built with people, not technology, in mind. A smart city that anticipates our needs and responds to them, not the the other way around. Living in zero gravity will result in a higher density footprint, which will enhance the human experience and open up new commercial prospects. By 2030, 380,000 new employees will have been added. Environmental solution to urbanism. Our no-car environment is a part of a completely sustainable transportation system that has no waiting and no emissions. More leisure time will result from fewer commutes. Higher discretionary earnings for citizens result from not having to pay for costs like auto insurance, gas, and parking. A neighborhood inventing the future. The community will live close to and in harmony with nature, which will be 95% untouched by urbanization. And the line will be delivered efficiently thanks to advanced technology, planning, logistics, and modular construction. You'll always be close to nature thanks to our urban vertical garden. However, no idea is perfect. The line, despite it appearing to be very well thought out, was not saved from controversies and issues. The developers did not only receive praises and recognition for this idea, but also had to deal with a couple of critiques. But it's important to note that those who oppose this have rational reasons to. Here are some of them. Huwaitat tribe disruption. The line was planned to be built somewhere in the Tabaq region of northwestern Saudi Arabia. This area has been the known area of the Huwaitat tribe. Even before the developers of the line was born, generations after generations of the tribe already inhabited the place. As the construction started, there have been reports that state the eviction of the Huwaitat tribe people from their homes. Since Saudi Arabia is a conservative and quite authoritarian place, speaking against it and defending the tribe was not encouraged. Some people have tried to protest against the evictions, just like the tribal activist Abdul Rahim al-Huwati. However, this did not end up in a good place. In fact, Abdul Rahim al-Huwati was killed after doing so. Although no big proof has been generated, people connected it with the construction of the line. Negative track record with human rights. The government hopes to attract more visitors and residents to the city. However, people are kind of doubtful about this, especially when it comes to the well-being of workers there. They are afraid that not enough laws and regulations are enacted to protect migrant workers from the tendency of Saudi Arabia to be discriminatory against them. Bird migration. Based on how the area of the line was planned, some have seen this to be negative for bird migration. The Wall Street Journal said that it can potentially disrupt the bird's pathway, causing it to impact bird migration in the area. Questions on feasibility. Carlos Felipe, the senior advisor to the New Urban Mobility Alliance, has questioned the possibility of this project. Even with their intentions, there are questions on whether this is technologically and environmentally friendly to build. He even stated that this is similar to wanting to live on Mars. Truly a long shot to go. He also questioned if it would take away from people wanting to experience something that isn't man-made, like simply going outside. It also does not help that many have tried this concept too, just like what the Alphabet attempted to do in their Quayside project in Toronto or the Songdo Smart City in South Korea, which both failed. It's still too early to tell whether this project will be successful or not. However, one thing's for sure, if all else goes to plan, it can offer great help not only to human beings, but also the environment.